In today's video we will be giving you guys our best predictions of game week 30 of the English Premier League. You are always advised to choose the picks you agree with and remember to bet responsibly and do not bet with money you cannot afford to lose. So without further ado, let's get it rolling. A victory for hosts Arsenal against Fulham in the Premier League at the Emirates on Tuesday would temporarily close the gap to leaders Liverpool to 9 points. The Gunners are in second place with 58 points, but they did at least beat rivals Chelsea 1-0 in their last game on March 16th, while Fulham emerged as 2-0 victors against Tottenham Hotspur in the league on the same date and are in 8th place with 45 points. Though the Gunners could benefit from being able to call upon Saka, it would be surprising if he was able to make an impact in his first game back from injury. Fulham's strong track record against Arsenal in recent matchups bodes well for Silva, as does the fact that his side have been excellent away from home, and the Portuguese coach could earn another positive result on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw, and my betting tip is total over 9.5 corner kicks. Wolverhampton Wanderers will hope to maintain their points advantage in the Premier League's relegation battle when they welcome West Ham United to Molineux on Tuesday. The hosts are in 17th place with 26 points, 9 more than 18th placed Ipswich Town and 19th placed Leicester City, while the Hammers' 1-1 draw with Everton on March 15th left them in 16th place with 34 points after 29 match weeks. The absence of talisman Cunha could negatively impact Wolves' ability to threaten West Ham, and they may struggle to create chances. The Hammers have been strong defensively in recent matches, and though they have not found goals easy to come by, their improved form of late should make them favourites on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go for a 0-1 West Ham win, and my betting tip is West Ham to score. The City Ground will play host to an intriguing Premier League battle on Tuesday evening, as Champions League hopefuls Nottingham Forest welcome a Manchester United side that are looking to make it back-to-back league wins for the first time this season. Forest are third in the Premier League table, 6 points ahead of 5th-placed Manchester City, while Man United sit down in 13th position, with the Red Devils an incredible 17 points behind their opponents in this fixture. This has all of the makings of a wonderful match, and we are expecting goals on Tuesday night. Forest are the favourites on home soil, but Man United will be the fresher of the two teams, which should help to level it up. It would not be a surprise to see a home or indeed an away victory in this fixture, but we just have a feeling that the points will be shared in an entertaining draw. So I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw, and my betting tip is both teams to score. Bournemouth are in with a chance to get back to winning ways after 4 winless games, during which they lost 3 and drew 1. In the previous round, the Cherries lost at home 2-1 to Brentford, which was their 3rd consecutive home defeat. Because they need a miraculous turnaround to save their situation, Ipswich's time in the Premier League might be short-lived. The Blues have lost 8 of their last 9 games in the league and suffered their 18th defeat of the season by losing 4-2 at home to Nottingham Forest last time out. Both teams are chasing the 3 points in this match, but Bournemouth are obviously the favourites to win despite their recent poor results at home. Ipswich will not be able to salvage anything from this match due to their dismal losing record. So I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Bournemouth win, and my betting tip is total over 10.5 corner kicks. The battle for European qualification will continue on Wednesday night as Brighton and Hove Albion welcome Aston Villa to the American Express Stadium for a Premier League clash. The hosts are reeling from a penalty shootout defeat in the FA Cup quarter-finals over the weekend, while the visitors will be buoyed by securing their place at Wembley for the semi-finals. As both teams are battling for crucial points in the battle for a Champions League finish, this match is likely to be an extremely hard-fought affair. So I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw, and my betting tip is both teams to score. Looking to boost their chances of a Champions League finish, Manchester City will welcome championship-bound Leicester City to the Etihad on Wednesday night for a Premier League clash. The Citizens booked their customary spot in the semi-finals of the FA Cup over the weekend, whereas the Foxes have been afforded 2 weeks to mull over yet another disappointing defeat in the top flight. Despite their stuttering form at the Etihad in recent times, Manchester City should be supremely confident of easing past the attentions of relegation-threatened Leicester. The faltering Foxes are aiming to avoid their 8th straight defeat across all competitions, with Wednesday night set to be another sobering occasion for the East Midlands outfit. So I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Man City win, and my betting tip is anytime goal scorer to be Omar Marmush. EFL Cup champions Newcastle United continue their quest for Champions League football when they host Brentford at St James Park in the Premier League on Wednesday. The Magpies are in 6th place with 47 points and are only 2 points from 4th place Chelsea, while the Bees are in 11th place with 41 points and beat Bournemouth 2-1 on March 15th in their last league outing. Brentford are excellent duelists and will be able to match Newcastle's physicality across the pitch. Additionally, the Bees' counter-attacking threat away from home has been excellent in recent weeks, and they could win at St James Park on Wednesday. So I'm gonna go for a 1-2 Brentford win, and my betting tip is both teams to score. After securing their place in the FA Cup semi-finals, Crystal Palace will turn their focus back to Premier League action for Wednesday's meeting with Southampton at St Mary's. Palace are sitting in 12th place with 39 points to their name, while the Saints are languishing at the bottom of the table with just 9 points from 29 matches. In contrast to Southampton, Palace will be full of confidence after winning each of their last 5 competitive matches, and we think the Eagles will continue to build momentum by claiming a relatively comfortable victory over a side that have lost their previous 9 Premier League home games. So I'm gonna go for a 1-3 Crystal Palace win, and my betting tip is total over 2 goals. Liverpool and Everton lock horns in the Merseyside derby for the second time in 2 months when the two long-standing rivals go head-to-head at Anfield in the Premier League on Wednesday night. James Tarkowski's staggering 98th-minute equaliser for Everton at Goodison Park in February bid the grand old lady a fond derby farewell, but that result has done little in the grand scheme of things to knock Liverpool off course in their quest for the title. The international break came at the perfect time for a Liverpool side whose season was threatening to tail off after seeing their hopes for 2 major honours fall by the wayside, and Slot has since had 2 weeks to reset and get his players back on track. Everton's record at Anfield in the 21st century is among the worst any club has suffered against another in Premier League history, with their solitary win coming behind closed doors in 2021, and an 8th straight defeat in front of a crowd is likely, despite their current 9-game unbeaten streak. So I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Liverpool win, and my betting tip is total over 9.5 corner kicks. This is another London derby for Chelsea, following their 1-0 loss against Arsenal in round 29. The Blues have had contrasting form in their home and away games. Chelsea have lost their last 4 road games but have won 4 in a row at Stamford Bridge. Nevertheless, defense has been an issue for Maresca's men, conceding at least a goal in 11 of their 14 home games. After a 3-match winning streak, Tottenham suffered another setback as they are winless in 3 games, losing 2 and drawing 1. The Spurs lost to Fulham 2-0 on the road last time out, which was their 15th defeat of the season. Still, Tottenham have been quite effective offensively, scoring in 10 of their 14 away games. Chelsea's home form makes them favourites to win this game, and even the recent head-to-head are in their favour. The Blues have not lost against the bottom 10 teams, winning 5 and drawing 2. Tottenham, on the other hand, have lost their 5 matches when facing the top 4 teams. So I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Chelsea win, and my betting tip is total over 2.5 goals.